Hey, it's Raph. I'm 4 months on T and still trying to figure out my camera and mic setup. So today's video is just gonna be me talking about the changes that I noticed on my 4th month on testosterone, and there's not been that many really, so we're gonna do the head to toe, top to bottom kind of situation. So yeah, here we go. So starting from the head, I feel like my face is definitely less bloated, which is nice because I wasn't enjoying having a really rounded face. It's squaring out quite a bit. I also think that growing out my hair a little bit has helped. I have a pretty round face, and having this kind of hair shape helps square out my features, and I like that. My eyebrows, I believe, are getting a little bit fuller and a little bit thicker. Not by that much. I think that's the direction we're going. My voice is definitely getting deeper.
I'm a trans man.
Hey, it's Raph, and I'm 1 month on T. Hey, it's Raph, I'm 2 months on T. Hey, it's Raph, I'm 3 months on T. Hey, it's Raph, I'm 4 months on T. I was doing a test recording before filming this, and I was that's coming from me? That's my voice? I am still getting some voice cracks, so that's a thing. When I was calling our building manager to ask if I could come and pay rent, she didn't recognize my voice at first. I probably should mention it to her at some point that I'm transitioning, because I want to update the lease records and stuff like that once I've processed my name change. Other than the voice, I feel like I am still getting some pimples, which aren't that bad, and I'm not feeling too conscious of it, so that's that. We covered head, and next is torso situation. Veins on the backs of my hands are a little bit more prominent, so that's a thing. I also noticed that I've been kind of developing a light layer of fuzz on my chest. Don't really have strong feelings about it either way, but my belly hair is starting to get thicker. It's still pretty light, but it's definitely more. And I do feel I'm starting to get the early beginnings of a treasure trail, because the area specifically under my belly button towards my crotch is a little bit thicker and a little bit darker. So I'm hoping I got a pretty cool treasure trail at some point. So that was head and torso, and now we're going into lower body, and I feel my hips are a bit smaller. They don't seem to be as wide anymore, because I had a really pear-shaped body pre-T, but I feel a good chunk of the weight I carried in my hips and my butt has traveled a bit more to my beer belly situation, which is pretty cool. And I've been feeling pretty good with the progress I've been making with working out and working on shrinking this belly a little bit. So I'm feeling pretty positive. And then for the rest of my lower body, I definitely am getting more leg hair. I didn't really have thigh hair before, and now I do, so that's a thing. It's still pretty light and thin fine hairs, but that's definitely more there than it was before T. Before T, I was starting to grow out my leg hair and was already pretty thin and fine. The first few months I was getting more leg hair, but it was collecting more along my ankles. But this month I've noticed that it's more along my shins now too, so it's kind of just evening out, I guess. And so that's, I think, all the changes I've noticed so far with head and torso and lower body. I do feel I'm passing more, which is nice. I do feel a bit conscious because it's kind of a trend, I think, now these days to for cis men to sport that hipster full beard kind of look. I don't want that look for myself. I don't really have much expectation for myself to grow much facial hair because genetics. But I do feel that makes it a little bit harder for me to pass, but I also feel I am starting to read more as male, and I like that. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I'm still gonna end this video super awkwardly. I put new art on my Instagram. It's my artistic rendition of my bear cub dream, my nipple nightmare, if you will. And for my next video, I'm thinking of maybe doing something that's about ways to celebrate getting top surgery. Hashtag boo-bye party. See y'all next week. Bye.